Welcome folks to another episode of The Crazy Chef. Today we're thinking chicken, and I'm thinking of making a classical San Francisco roasted chicken, and we're going to accompany that with some Mendocino County potatoes roasted. So let's start with the ingredients. Simple ingredients. Always one of my favorite, the granulated garlic, folks. Well, my lovely assistant is on board today. Salt, pepper. We got some paprika ground, some onion powder we're going to use. And we got some fresh rosemary. You can buy this at the store. Some fresh rosemary. And here we go, folks. We got some breadcrumbs, straight out of Berkeley. We got 3 eggs from Petaluma. And some regular bleached flour from wherever it's from. Now, the star of the show, ladies and gentlemen, is the chicken. This is the chicken breast. We got a whole chicken. We cut it up, folks. This is the chicken breast, and if you notice, we got it separate. These are the inners. And then we got the red meat. It's a funny chicken. It's got 3 wings, ladies and gentlemen. But that's okay. It's got 4 drumsticks, so what can I say? All right, those are the ingredients for the chicken. Now we'll get to the potatoes. Okay, folks, here's our potatoes. We peeled and cut them up. You can see the size there. And what shall we say? Are these Idaho potatoes? Well, whatever they are, they're good looking. And we got a Walla Walla onion, ladies and gentlemen, 1 onion. And that's going to be for our roasted Mendocino potatoes. So let's get started. Okay, folks, so now we're going to get working on the chicken. We have the flour over here, the eggs, we whipped them, and we got the breadcrumbs, but we spiced the breadcrumbs. We put all the spices, the paprika, the onion, the garlic, the salt, the pepper, all mixed in there so we don't have to do it individually. Now we got a pan, lightly with vegetable oil for the pan. After we do the chicken through the process, we're going to put them in the pan ready to roast. So now we're going to show you how to do this. I'm sure you know how, but we'll go through it slowly. My assistant needs to be working and get paid for this, so we've got to have her doing something. Notice that she rolls it in the flour first, the egg wash, and then we're going to do the breadcrumbs, which again is all spiced up. Has everything in there. Get it well coated, folks. Well coated, pat it together so it stays together. Now, if you have time, you can do this step, put it in the refrigerator, cover it with saran wrap, and use it the next day. But we don't have time. We're going to eat. We're hungry. So flour again. This is the thigh. The egg wash. Rolling, 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 keep them donkeys rolling, roll high. Look at the way she does that. That was one of my favorite shows when I was growing up, Roll High. There she goes, and she's placing them in the pan, one at a time. And we'll keep doing this process until we have them all done and all ready to go in the oven. Now remember, we put the breast separate, because the breast, we want them to be tender, and they don't need as long as the red meat. We don't want to put them together because then the white meat's going to get dried out. So we'll put it separate. So we'll go through the whole process, and then we'll show you what it all looks like before we put it in the oven. Alrighty, so now as you can see, my lovely assistant has everything ready, breaded in the pan, ready to go. Now, I got some pate going over here, different type of pate, but I'm going to cook those too. Now we're going to lightly cover this with that rosemary we have. See how she does that? We use fresh rosemary. It goes good. And if you notice, we got the chicken breast upside down. We got the thighs upside down, or downside up, depending how you're looking at it. The reasoning for that is we're going to put this in a preheated oven, 350, for 30 minutes. Then we're going to pull it out, turn everything over. Now, we don't have to turn over the drumsticks, put them upside down, because they're the same all the way around. But we're going to turn them, and then we're going to apply a little more rosemary on the other side, put it back in the oven, and finish it off for another 30 minutes. So now we'll go to the potatoes. Alrighty, so now we have a pan lightly oiled with vegetable oil. My assistant sliced the onions. Nice, see how they're nice and sliced. And then remember, we have the potatoes cut up. Now I got them in water so that they don't turn black. That's the reasoning for that, folks. Now we're going to take it out of the water, put it on top of the onion, and then we're going to bake with the chicken, 350 for 30 minutes. And then we'll pull it out, mix it up a little bit, mix the potato and onion in, and then we'll return it like the chicken back into the oven for another 30 minutes. But we'll check as we go to see if they're done earlier. So now let's put everything in the oven, and we'll see you in a little bit, folks. Okay, folks, it's been about a half hour. So now my beautiful assistant, we're going to turn these. Be careful, it's hot. We're going to turn these over. It's starting to smell and look really good, folks. Look at that. We're going to turn all these over. A little bit at a time. She's going to get these all turned over. And in the meantime, let's mix up these potatoes. We got the potatoes out also. And we're going to mix them up. See that? So she's mixing them all up. And now we're going to put the rest of the rosemary. Oh, that smells delicious, folks. Nice. Yeah, we got the wing there. It's got my name on it. I can smell it. Okay, let's put the rest of that rosemary on there. You think we should put some more liquid in there? It looks a little dry. Okay, so now we're going to put this back in the oven for another 30 minutes, but we'll check it in about 20. But 30 more minutes, folks. 350, remember. Here we go. And I'll see you back here as soon as it's all done. Okay, folks, look at that. Beautiful. Here's that chicken wing, the third chicken wing. Let me pull it apart here. Oh, man. Delicious. Delicious. Put a little one on here because it's still really hot. The potatoes are in the oven. It's delicious. And I want to, well, let me taste it. Comes right off the bone. Fantastic, people. I want to close this out with a saying that my grandma used to say, and that's going to be kind of our motto for our show. Cena è pronta, which means dinner is ready. So let's eat, everybody. Abbondanza.